Hello, Archaic Lord here, bringing you a Pirate Quest crewing video. So, without further ado, let's go. For new players, head over to Help Guides and the Ship Guide. This is going to give you all the information you need about every ship. My personal recommendations: if you're looking to get money, buy yourself a caravel and use its cargo to smuggle. Any new player should be looking to purchase a schooner, reasons being it's relatively cheap to buy and it has the cheapest repair cost. Then once you're higher level, you may wish to consider a warship because it has a high move rate, or you may wish to choose either the English galleon because it's fairly cheap, or the Phantom galleon to fight sea monsters. Now out of these two, the Phantom galleon hits first, so you may want the Phantom galleon, otherwise you're going to need an extra 25 levels extra to be able to sink a Phantom galleon. Now once you choose your ship, you want to have a look at inventory. Now there's not an awful lot of crewing kit, and you don't need an awful lot if anything. However, the supplies at the moment is bugged, so you're not going to get a real true accurate reading. Now if you're new, just equip anything that you possibly can. For accessories, you really want the eye patch, which I have equipped here. It gives you 10 supplies and some extra accuracy. Footgear, the only option is the Boot of Lost Souls. Legs, you're looking at Piranha Pants, which I don't have. Now the coat, you either want the Fancy First Mate's coat for extra supplies, you either want the Captain's coat for the EXP, or you want the Quartermaster's coat. For head, the only option really for a new guy and for EXP crewing is the old Captain's hat, as it gives you 7% added crew EXP. There's only one armor, and that's the Fire Serpent armor. It also has a sister, but it does exactly the same job. There is only one weapon, which is the Sapphire Broadsword, and it's generally just used for the reduction in cannon explosion. Now when you come to outfit your ship, you can fit it with armor and cannons. You need to head to a port that has a dockyard, and you can see that by the anchors. So if we port and we go to the shipyard, you can see we've got a selection of cannons. Now what you want to do is find out how many cannons your ship holds, and you can do that simply by hovering over the cannons here. So mine holds 20. Now what I want to do is I want to buy 19 of the 8-pounders, then I want to buy one 2-pounder. The reason being is when you get hit, they have a chance of blowing up your cannons. Now the 2-pound cannon will always be blown first, so that means it's a lot cheaper to replace. Sometimes you have to repair two, it depends how much you get hit when you're offline. On the Phantom galleon, you only want a maximum of 9 inches of armor. Anything more, it's not going to be too useful to you just yet. so don't go overspending. Now we've gone through inventory, we've gone through ships. Once you've made all your selections, we need to set up your inventory. Now what you want to do is check each item for the supplies and equip those items first. So I would equip my eye patch and my coat first, followed then by any of the other items. We want to try and make sure there's something in each slot. Because the supplies is bugged, it's a little bit random. So you see I've got 114 supplies. Now what I do is set my web browser up. So in order to do this, you want to open your browser in incognito mode, which is private browsing. And to do this in Chrome, we click the spanner and we choose New Incognito. You can Control Shift and N, that does the same. Or if you pin it to your Start menu, when you start Chrome, you can right click it and then open the window straight away. Private browsing increases your speed to the server and back again. What I also do is if you click the ship tab when you're on land, right click the set sail image and copy link address, then right click on your bookmark, add page and save the name to whatever and then the link. And I have mine saved here and I've saved it as C. You also, if you're a new player, want to right click and copy this refill HP link and just do the same again and call it whatever you like. And I have it here as repair. So let's start. If you're new, you can see you've got your C map and you've got your red box. Now the red box means you can hit any ship within this area. That's really useful when you're trying to find people when you're at war. Then you have your ports and then your ships, and then any sea monsters or crates will show up in this one. Now here you have a cannon, a little hook and a picture of a ship. The cannon means you attack the ship and you sink it. This hook means you can board the ship. Now if a ship is lower level, you'll also sink it. If it's higher level, then you'll just raid its chest for money. As you get used to the game, you'll remember which picture represents which ship. But if you hover over it, it tells you that this ship's Armada Galleon. When you're a new player, you want to be quite wary what ships you're hitting. I suggest you only hit sloops, as they're the lowest armor and least amount of cannons. And then when you get higher level, you can start hitting schooners, merchant galleons, and then you want to start hitting barracks, the Armada galleons, because they're all going to give you more EXP. Now the most effective way to crew, hold down control button and then click the attack link. What this does is opens the attack page in a new page. If I didn't hold control, we would only still have one page, and to get back to C you'd have to go return to C. So hold control and sink the rest of the ships like so. And you can see I sunk all 5 ships. Now I can't sink these ships again, so I need to move my ship, and we do that by pressing one of the arrow keys or one of these orange keys here. So it refreshes, and then I simply control and click down each one. Now we got lots of tabs open. The fastest way to close all these tabs is to right click your tab and then close tabs to the right, and they all disappear in one hit. Now I suggest you don't have any more open than 10. If you have a lower spec PC, try and maximize it to 5. It's going to keep your memory clean. Now, if you're crewing for EXP, especially when you're at higher level, you want to avoid the lower level ships like the sloops. You're only going to want to hit barracks, Marder galleons, Phantom galleons, those kind of ships. You're going to get a lot more EXP by doing that. When you're crewing for speed and you're going for the kill board, you don't want to click too fast, so you don't want to go click, 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 click. If you do that, you're going to get this. You're already in a battle, and when you get so many in a certain time, you get a hammering warning, 3 hammering warnings, and you'll be frozen. Now the best way to avoid this, I have found, when you click, watch your tab that opens. You see up here it goes through this process of loading, then it says www. And then Pirate Quest. All the time it's loading, don't sink another ship. Wait until you see the loading, then you're ready to sink that other ship. So I can click, I can click, I can click, and you can see I sunk every ship that I possibly could. That is it in a nutshell. I wish you luck.